The number one thing that is going to slow your growth in your online arbitrage business, in your Amazon business, are dumb mistakes that you can avoid. Yes, it's great to learn from your mistakes, but it's even better to learn from other people's mistakes so you can just avoid them and grow faster. You do not have to go through that stage. It's the dumbest thing that you can do, like remake the same mistakes that other people actually made and that you could have learned from and grow faster. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 5 beginner's mistakes that I see people doing over and over so you can learn from them and hopefully not make them and grow your business faster than I did and faster than other people did. Before we actually do, I am now offering one-on-one coaching. So if you need someone to help you kickstart your Amazon FBA business, if you need someone to help you build a plan and follow you to help you scale faster than if you were by yourself, link in the description, book a call with me, look at my availability, book a call with me and we can do this for you. We can help you grow your Amazon business way faster and reach your goal way faster. Second thing, Discord server, second link in the description. Join us because networking is one of the things that is going to help you get ahead as well. So, link in the description. Come start being active on a Discord server because the best way to actually start networking is just talking to people and you'll start making some friends in the community. You always get an answer when you leave, when you say something on a Discord server. It's not like those huge Discord server. It's more restrained. So yeah, best place to actually start networking. Just be active, just start posting. We'll see your name and people will start talking to you and you'll start making some friends. So join the Discord server and come hang out with us. So, let's start directly with the first mistake that people make. It's making bad purchasing decision, all right? It's poor product selection. So I know that when you start, you know, it's hard to find products, but I see a lot of people getting excited. And so when they find the first product that is not that great, but that is so and so, they will jump on it just because they get excited because they find the lead and stuff. But you need to have you need to know what you are looking for. You need to have clear criteria, all right? And when you get excited, if you do not have clear criteria, you will get products that are not that great just because you want to spend your money and stuff like that. And yeah, you're gonna lose a lot of money because like those leads that do not match your criteria are either gonna tank or they are not profitable enough, stuff like that. There's a lot of expense that you will not account for when you start because you do not know everything. So make sure that you set clear sourcing criteria in terms of what you expect a lead to sell a month, in terms of how much dollar you want to get back and how much return on investment you want. Set clear criteria and make your purchase decision based on that. If your lead does not match your criteria, skip it. If you want to add it to your lead bank, still yes, do, but do not buy it. To keep on the same point, there's the opposite side of the spectrum where people find great lead but do not pull the trigger, do not buy it because they are scared. And you will probably start like this and then move to the other side where you get excited, you find a dumbass lead and you buy it. You need, if a lead matches your criteria, if the data looks good, you need to buy the data. You need to trust the data and buy the product. Do not be scared if the lead matches your criteria. If the data looks good, buy the product. Of course, do not go deep when you start, but do not be scared to actually spend money because this is the goal with this business. Second mistake that I see a lot of people doing is overlooking shipping cost, logistic cost, all that stuff, especially when they have like products, like huge products, large products, or heavy products. There's one thing that you need to know. The 30 cents per pound is true, but it's just for like regular size products. So sometimes you will find super cheap products, but that are super large. And I used to sell those light fixtures, for example, and it's like the price that you're going to pay for shipping is going to be way more expensive. And a lot of the time, Seller Amp and Inventory Lab are not that accurate, and Codify if you do retail arbitrage, are not that accurate in estimating those costs. So you want to always check how much a product weighs, especially when you start. You know, if it's a product that looks weird, I'm sorry, or how big it is, because you want to know that, and specifically if you work with a prep center, because you're going to pay extra, 'for all those charges. And same thing when you start working with a prep center. ask for a sheet with all their fees, because my old prep centers had some fees, for example, that I did not know of and that they were charging me extra all the time. So that were not advertised on their website, by the way, but that was advertised on their price sheet that they did not send me. And I will talk a little bit more about that before I get pissed off. I'll make a video on the subject soon. I'm waiting for some stuff to settle before. But yeah, you need to know all your fees, especially because if not, you're going to lose money. And, you know, just $1 extra on a unit can eat a lot on your margins, especially if your product's not that expensive. So yeah, just know that, and do not make that mistake. All right, that was mistake number 2. Mistake number 3 is having bad cash flow management skills, and I suck at this. All right, I still suck at this. But if you are bad at managing cash flow, and on the other hand you over leverage yourself, I see people like getting killed by credit cards interest, or if it's charge card, getting their charge card limits like down, like super low. And so if for example, if you have the plum, your limits go down, it's going to be super hard to bring it back up. It's going to take a long time, and it's going to kill your cash flow. So once you start leveraging yourself and get into the habit of doing it even when you do not leverage yourself, you need to have good cash flow management skills, all right? Because if not, we are in an inventory-based business. If you do not do this, you are going to run into troubles eventually. You need to know your numbers. You need to know the average day in inventory. You need to be able to forecast your cash flow to know, once you start leveraging yourself, how much debt you can take and if it makes sense. Now, as I said, I'm not too good with leveraging cash flow right now because with handling, like with managing cash flow, because I'm mostly cash. I'm not that leveraged, to be honest. And like, yes, I use credit cards, but like I always have enough money to pay my credit cards 95% of the time. Of course, sometimes I do not pay them in full. It's super rare. It's not that often, but like 97% of the time, I just have enough cash flow because I have the cash in hand. Anyways, I'm mostly cash. I'm not super leveraged. I do not have huge limits on my credit cards, but I need to put systems in place to get better at cash flow management. This is what I'm going to start doing right now. You need to be able to manage your cash flow to forecast your cash flow so you know how much you can spend. And you know, really, the thing is that when you actually reinvest your money aggressively, it's not that easy. It's not as easy to do, to really manage your money. But you need to start getting into the habits, especially right now that, you know, I'm investing, especially I'm taking money out of the business to invest into other business, to other ventures. So I need to get better at managing cash flow for my Amazon business. And I'm not super bad, but like, if I do not get better, once I start leveraging credit way more, it's not going to be as easy. So you want to get better at managing cash flow. And I'll make a few videos on what I will do to manage my cash flow, or I manage my cash flow soon. And there's a spider coming through my lens. It's fine. I don't think you guys saw it. That's fine. We'll let her live. For now, at least. Mistake number 4. Not diversifying your sources and your suppliers. So at the beginning, you're gonna have a few suppliers. You're gonna have a few suppliers that really work great for you. But at one point, if you do not learn other suppliers, if you do not learn other cash flow cycles, stuff like that, you are going to get stuck because all the suppliers where you order from are going they are not going to have sales at one point, and so you will need to find other suppliers, stuff like that. Once you grow, and this is what I'm contemplating doing right now. You can actually like wait for every 1-2 suppliers, you know, every time that they go on sale, and just sit on cash until they go on sale and go all in with those suppliers. This is what I'm going to do right now, I think. In the future, I'm not going to tell you what suppliers, I'm not going to tell you what type of product. But I think this is what I'm going to start to do. But when you start, go wide, learn a lot of suppliers, source pretty much everywhere, and see what sticks, what you can, you know, where you get good return on investment, and where we get good results, and where it's easy for you to actually find suppliers. I do not know if you guys see the spider on my, I don't think you saw it, but she's going down, up and down, and she's trying to fuck up my video, but we'll let her live. So yeah, try to learn a lot of websites, learn how to source different websites, different categories, because it's gonna help you a lot, all right? Do not just stick with one, because this is the mistakes that I made at the beginning, even myself. I had a few websites where I was sourcing. It was like when I actually started online arbitrage, right? And, you know, it was great for a moment. I mean, this is when I really started understanding online arbitrage and making money. And I had a small run where it was great. I made good money. I was able to find leads every day. And once all those websites stopped having sales at the same time, it sucked for me because I did not have any leads, and I had to. This is why when I actually started doing 5 leads a day doing reverse sourcing. If you do not know this period of my life, just watch my previous videos on reverse sourcing, stuff like that. I talk about it. But yeah. Learn a lot of websites when you start, and when you get a little bit more advanced, when you start pushing for maybe $50,000 a month, like I'm pushing right now, which is getting a little bit harder because I'm taking money out of the company, but whatever, we'll talk a little bit more about that at the monthly recap at the end of this month, because I have new stuff to talk to you about regarding this and regarding taking money out of the company to reinvest in other business. But yeah. You need to have a lot of websites to source from. Mistake number 5. And it's a little bit related to this mistake number 4. It is failing to adapt to market change. Because stuff change all the time. And same thing, if you only know one supplier, if you only know one website to source from, it's not going to be easy for you. Because when things change, and I'm going to take the example of retail arbitrage, which is a little bit different, but yeah, people used to make a lot of money at Walmart. And not too long ago, there were internal changes at Walmart and stuff like that. And so if the only website, if the only place that you knew how to source was Walmart, it was probably a little bit hard for you at one point. I don't know if it's still the case, because I saw one guy on the Discord server who actually made a great, just come on the Discord server and look in the success tab, you are going to see. But you need, like, because things are going to change. Things are going to change with Amazon. We've seen that. And I've said it over and over again with the Small and Light program being shut down, right? Same thing, stuff is going to change with your suppliers. I used to source a lot at Bed Bath & Beyond. It was like my number 1 website where I was sourcing. Bed Bath & Beyond closed. They are going to reopen, I think, but I don't know if they're going to if they are still going to sell like OTC products and beauty products, because from what I've seen, it's more like you know, chairs, furniture, stuff like that. But yeah, things are going to change with your suppliers. Things are going to change on Amazon, and you need to constantly adapt. So if you do not do this, you're going to be like those guys on the Amazon Seller Forum who used to sell books 10 years ago and who are not making money anymore because they do not want to adapt. Things change, the market change, things becomes more competitive all the time. It's only getting more and more competitive. So you need to adapt, you need to learn, you need to stay, you need to stay updated on what's going on. Learn multiple suppliers, learn multiple websites to source from, because yes, your suppliers may be good today, but if it's the only suppliers that you know to source, once things change, you do not have a business anymore, and you need to relearn a lot of stuff. So source a few websites. Yes, you can have your niche. When you start getting a little bit more advanced, you can go deeper in a niche, because you will have a competitive advantage with your knowledge of that niche. But when you start, go wide, test a lot of products, test a lot of niche, test a lot of categories, see what sticks, see what doesn't, and once you make good money, go deeper in a niche, and then a second one, and then another one, but do not stick with just one niche, do not stick with one supplier. Be ready in case things change. You need to be ready at all time, because things can change anytime. So, I hope this video was helpful. It was the 5 tips, the 5 mistakes to avoid for FBA, Amazon FBA beginners. If it was helpful, leave a like, subscribe, because I release a new video on selling on Amazon every single day, just like this one. And link in the description if you need one-on-one coaching, link in the description to join the Discord server. Watch these other videos on the screen if you want to keep learning about selling on Amazon, and I'll see you tomorrow for a new video, because I release a new video every single day. Thank you for watching.